Hello. So it seems the post yesterday connected to quite a lot of people about the smart meter, and it just tells you a couple of things really. That one, obviously a lot of people are in the same boat where they feel like they're being pushed on quite a relentless basis to get rid of their old meter for a smart meter. And it seems this is kind of like a common theme with the new crazy green net zero zealots, where they just want to get rid of everything that works. It's very wasteful, not very green, where you're getting people forced to get rid of their perfectly good gas boilers or perfectly good meters, and they just want to replace it with everything. But I think it's more about the fact people just are so sick of this kind of overriding feeling at the minute of being constantly barraged, like berated and hounded for all sorts of things, and pressurized, whether it's being penalized with driving, making you like only use your energy at certain points, or minimizing your energy usage. You know, the Agenda 2030 stuff with minimizing how much meat you eat or how many new clothes you buy, which isn't a problem for me because I never buy any. It's just this relentless mission creep of like force and bullying, and the kind of nudge that we had with COVID. Like there's always something that we're being forced to do and being manipulated to do. And this country does seem like it's one of the worst for this. And people just want to be left alone. Like, with so much now at school, you're forced to think a certain way on things, and if you dare think otherwise, then you're the problem. You must wear this badge, otherwise you're horrible if you don't. You know, you must do this, you must do that. It's so relentless, and it is so manipulative and bullying, and it does seem like this country is worse than anywhere else that I know in doing this. And with the net zero thing, you know, like I said, the UK, their CO2 is 0.8% of 3% that's man-made CO2. And yet we do seem to be being penalised like everything else, way over and above any other nation that seems to be much more happy and just getting about their lives. Whereas we're going to be told, you know, there's more and more that they want to squash and minimise and penalise to get to this holy grail utopia thing that doesn't exist and won't make any difference to the climate. Whereas other nations are 30%, 20% emissions. It is so dogmatic and so suffocating, and it is affecting us in so many ways. And people just increasingly are feeling bullied, and they just want to be left alone to live a life that is generally, without all of this nonsense, can be quite stressful, with relationships or money issues or, you know, health and all that kind of stuff. Without this kind of government shadow over you all the time. Do this, do that, don't do this, you must do this. It is exhausting, and I think people are increasingly frustrated, and like I say, they just want to be left alone and to go back to basics of just living their lives.